Fall is just around the corner, which means it's time for my yearly suggestions of my top fall drives to take in Colorado. So pack up your flannels, grab your pumpkin spice lattes, and let's get out and see the beautiful fall foliage in the Rockies this fall. My first suggestion is only an hour and a half from downtown Denver, which makes it a great choice for a day trip from the metro area. Bear Lake Road in Rocky Mountain National Park is a short but incredibly scenic road that is lined by beautiful aspen trees in the fall. Given its extreme popularity in the summer and in the fall as well, the park now requires that you have a reservation to visit Bear Lake Road during those times of the year. So be sure to plan ahead a bit and go to recreation.gov to secure your reservations before visiting. I'll put a link in the description where you can make your reservation. There are plenty of great trails for hikers of every ability off of this road, including Bierstadt Lake, Glacier Gorge, and of course Bear Lake itself. So plan to spend the day exploring different trails and leaf peeping all along this beautiful road. Number 4 on this list is Boreas Pass, which is located just outside of Breckenridge, Colorado. Boreas Pass is an unpaved road that follows the route of an old train line that connected the area's mines, but today is a stunning fall drive. The drive takes you up the Continental Divide and down into the large South Park Valley. It's another easily doable day trip from Denver, only being about 2 or 3 hours from the city. And you can also combine it with other drives that I've done in the past, like Guanella Pass. Speaking of fall foliage and Colorado's history of mining, number 3 on my list takes you to one of the most famous mining areas in the state. Highway 67 takes you south from the town of Divide to the mining towns of Cripple Creek and Victor. These historic mining towns are better known for their casinos and gambling today, but they are also home to some of the best fall foliage in all of Colorado. Driving around Cripple Creek and Victor, you'll find many ruins and ghost towns from Colorado's gold rush in the 1800s, which are particularly beautiful with the gold foliage all around. Nothing goes better with leaf peeping than a bit of Colorado history, after all. Number 2 on my list takes you to western Colorado with a beautiful drive on Grand Mesa. The Grand Mesa Scenic Byway heads south from I-70 to the town of Cedar Edge and takes about 1 to 2 hours to complete. Grand Mesa is the largest flat-top mountain in the world, and it provides for scenic 360-degree views that span from the Continental Divide all the way to eastern Utah. Coating all of Grand Mesa's hillsides are large forests of aspen, oak, and cedar, which drape the mesa in a variety of different shades of gold, yellow, red, and orange. There are plenty of campgrounds, trails, and lakes to enjoy on Grand Mesa, but I think that the drive alone makes this a must-visit area in the fall. For my top suggestion for a fall drive this year, it's the incredible Last Dollar Road just outside of Telluride. This unpaved road connects the beautiful Dallas Divide with the town of Telluride, and there are stunning views all along this scenic road. Starting at lower altitude, Last Dollar Road cuts through beautiful ranch land and through scenic forests of aspen trees. It'll eventually take you to higher altitude where you get amazing views of the San Juan Mountains. The road itself is very rustic, so I definitely recommend that you have an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, as there are definitely parts of the road where you're going to need it. The road also goes quite high and can be quite narrow, so if you're afraid of heights, make sure you take your time coming down. But despite that difficulty, the views and the autumn foliage that you'll see along the way will make it more than worth it. The Telluride area is hands down one of the best places in the entire world for fall foliage, so plan to give yourself a few days to explore many of the different drives in this area to see all of the great fall foliage. In fact, I recently made a video of the top destinations for fall in the entire world, and Telluride was high on that list. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it in the video here so you can go back and watch it. And that's my list for this year. If you found this video helpful, I hope you'll consider giving it a like. I post a yearly list of my favorite fall drives in Colorado, so be sure to check out some of the other lists that I've posted in past years. I'm also always creating new content full of Colorado tips, tricks, and suggestions for visitors and locals alike, so be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my great new content.